Hello friends, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. This one's gonna be a two-parter. I don't know if that's an unfortunate thing or if that's something you like. For some reason, this one just took a really long time for me to complete. It is not a duplex, but it is two houses on one lot type of thing. I did this one other time as well. This time it is in the Foundry Cove neighborhood, and I kind of tried to keep the outside style in line with the rest of the neighborhood. As I was deciding how to create this lot and decorate the houses and everything, I once again kind of came up with a little bit of a story. So, way back in the day when these were first built, they were actually two separate houses, two separate lots, and they just happened to be built by the same builder, so they were fairly similar, or actually, they started out as identical. And you'll see that in a minute because I do copy the rooms over from this one to the second one in a minute here. So that I have a basis to go on for the second. Actually, it'd be the first if you're looking at it from the front of the lot, but I did the second house first, and then I went back and did the first house. So for this first one, it's a little bit more of an eclectic, slightly outdated, kind of flea market style decorating. I did struggle tremendously with the landscaping, and you'll see that I attempt to start it and then I stop and I change it and I stop again and I just leave it and I move to the inside of the house to work. I struggled so hard with the landscaping on this one. I don't know why, but it was bad. I wanted it to be a little bit more manicured than the rest of the houses in the neighborhood, but at the same time, I wanted it to fit in really well with the rest of the houses in the neighborhood and not stick out too much. And I just could not pull that off. I could not pull that off without using the same old kind of tired look and plants over and over again. I wanted something different, and I did want it to be slightly more manicured. So I gave up for a while and I went inside and I thought, you know what, let's get working on the inside here. Let's get the kitchen done. And we'll work our way out from there. Again, the idea is that it's slightly outdated. This one of the two houses hasn't been updated in a long, long time. So it's got kind of old, like maybe 80s or 90s cabinetry. It's got an even older bathtub shower thing. It's got some old 70s wallpaper in the hallway still. It's still in good shape, so why get rid of it, right? The idea, though, is that the house hasn't really been touched or updated. It's in good shape. Why mess with something that's in good shape? Just, leave it alone and don't waste what you already have. So, the family that's living here, they have two young children. I decorated it for children, but you could easily change that to toddlers, or a combination of a child and a toddler. I don't know how well it'll mix for a teen because it is very much little kid oriented, not big kid oriented. You also have the space. You could include an infant or a newborn, especially in the parents' bedroom. It turned out to be a rather large bedroom, so you could easily make a little corner of that into a newborn or infant area, and it would still look really good. I struggled with the kitchen because while a lot of people say that the decor style in The Sims 4 is kind of outdated a little bit, it is, but I don't know, it's just not outdated in the right kind of way, I guess, because I was definitely going for a definitely older, more vintage look. And this stuff is like outdated early 2000s, not outdated 1970s and 80s, you know what I mean? I did copy the house over. I realized after I got most of the kitchen finished, or maybe I got the kitchen completely finished, and then I realized, oh, wait, I need to copy these over so I have the second house. So I did that. And initially, I was going to have the kitchen and the bathroom be more or less identical with their fixtures. I changed my mind a little bit later and decided that the second house was going to be slightly more updated than the first house. But it's fine because I still needed the rooms copied over anyways, and so it made it easier to do it now before I got all the decorating done. I wish I would have remembered to do it before I did any of the decorating, but you live and you learn, right? So I decided to really lean in to that style. I'm a little disappointed that I couldn't find more of the orangey wood tone that's on that bathroom shelf right there. And I kind of feel like the bathroom sink cabinet doesn't really fit in with everything as well as I would like. But again, it's supposed to have that kind of eclectic. Some minor things have been updated, but most hasn't. Flea market find furniture type of feel and look to it anyways. So in the end, I think it comes together and it really works well together. I also tried to include as many different spaces as I could, even though this is only a two-bedroom house that doesn't even have a dedicated dining room. It's like an eating kitchen. Actually, when I was first building it, the idea was that the living room and dining room were supposed to be one room. But as I was decorating or filling up the kitchen with cabinets and stuff, I realized there's still plenty of room to slide a table up against the wall. And I wasn't even thinking about the fact that I meant for the living room to be a living room dining room combo. And I got to the living room part and I started moving the furniture around thinking I need to fit a dining room table in here. And then I realized and remembered, oh no, wait, I included it in the kitchen. So I had a lot of extra room in the living room that I wasn't expecting to have. So I tried to include a lot of other stuff, like a little toy area for the kids and a like mini little office type area with a desk and computer and stuff behind the couch. I tried to make this little two-bedroom house really work hard for the family that lives here. And honestly, when you do it right, you can fit quite a bit of things into a very small house. You just have to be very strategic with storage and stuff. And that goes for The Sims and real life. Both, they're equal on this level. But I did struggle a little bit more with fitting the desk area in than some of the other stuff, only because I feel like your Sims might get trapped back there. Maybe not. Maybe they can make it around the couch. My Sims are kind of dumb. I don't know about everybody else's. If you've seen some of my other speed builds, if you saw my Christmas speed build, the upstairs, like, I guess we call it the primary bedroom these days, which I totally understand. It just feels weird to me to call it that. So I call it the parents' or the adults' bedroom. But even that feels weird and ridiculous because, like, honestly, do you know how many people actually end up giving their kids the master bedroom? Especially if they have, like, two, three, four kids in a two-bedroom house and it's just the two parents and the four kids. Because the master or primary or adult grown up bedroom tends to be the largest for some reason in the house, you'd be surprised how many people give that bedroom to the kids so that you can fit more people into one room, and then the two adults who barely spend any time in their bedroom and basically just, use it for sleeping and stuff, uh, get the smaller bedroom because they don't need as much space and don't have as much stuff. So I don't know. I guess even calling it the master bedroom feels weird to me because I've seen plenty of houses where the larger of the bedrooms is actually given to the kids because there are multiple kids that have to share a room. Or on the other end of that, there is no larger bedroom. The bedrooms are all exactly the same size. There are no en suites, and so it's just like a bedroom, the bedroom, whatever. So I guess calling it anything other than a bedroom to me is weird, but I'm rambling again. I'm sorry. I'm very tired this week. I am not sleeping well. It is a week full of doctor and dentist appointments and stuff. And I did not take that into account. That's why I didn't put up a schedule this week because I did not realize I scheduled so many appointments in 1 week. And on top of it, the week of the Sims' 24th birthday as well. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna get a ton of like massive things this week. I think if they want to do a huge celebration of The Sims, they're going to wait until next year when The Sims will be 25 years old, a quarter of a century. I think they'll wait until then to do a big, extravagant Sims related birthday or anniversary or whatever you want to call it celebration. I don't think this year is going to be quite as extravagant, but also it's not really something that games tend to do. I don't think I see it a lot in any entertainment, honestly, where they have huge, massive celebrations for the anniversary or the birthday of the release. I think that's more of a fan thing than a producer developer thing, you know what I mean? Um, but I could be wrong, and my personal feeling is if I'm wrong and if they are going to do something big, it's going to be for the 25th anniversary, not this year, the 24th anniversary. You know what I mean? It just kind of makes more sense to do it on a more significant year than just a random year. I know people talk about a big one that we got another time. I don't remember it. I mean, I remember the update and stuff. I remember not playing the game much for quite a while and then playing the game and all of a sudden having these items in the game that looked like they were custom content, and I never downloaded any custom content, and for the longest time I could not figure out where they had come from. it turns out they were a Sims anniversary or birthday celebration, and they were items from that. Anyways, as you can see, the parents' bedroom is pretty big. And so you could easily fit a little toddler corner or newborn or infant, excuse me, not toddler. Although honestly, toddlers would fit too. But a little newborn or infant area in there. I ended up putting a game table in there just because there was so much space and it is the largest front window of the house. And so I thought, why not put a game table there that the family can sit together and play games at? I thought that was a cute idea. And so, yeah, very family oriented, very child oriented house for sure. If not a little bit outdated, at some point, I do go back and put the flooring down on the front porch. I think I realized after I got the landscaping done that I forgot to put the flooring on the front porch and back check. But I do go back and add. For the landscaping, as you can see, I did kind of end up doing sort of a mix between manicured and kind of unruly flowers type of deal. I tried to keep it more manicured on this side because the front porch bumps out closer to the sidewalk, and then a little fluffier and overfilled on the other side where there's more room. And honestly, it fits in really well with the style of the house. There you go. I remembered to add the flooring in right there and then the railings on the back porch. And I just add a few more lights and things in here and there, and I think we are done with this side. So let's get into the walkthrough of this not apartment, but house. Going in on the front porch here, I added a little barrel of flowers next to the front door just to give it that cozy finished feel. There is a little bench there as well. I did give this house its own mailbox and outdoor trash can, and the other house will have its own mailbox and trash can as well. Here is that outdated 70s wallpaper in our front hallway, and then of course the big bedroom. That's what I call it in real life. I call it the big bedroom, the little bedroom, and the littlest bedroom in our house. I don't call it a master and kids bedrooms because I don't see it that way. Anyways, here's the kids bedroom. Yeah, not much to say. It's a kid's bedroom, just like there wasn't much to say about the parents' bedroom. It's a bedroom where people sleep, you know. The living room is my favorite room. I think this room turned out really, really cute. And you can tell that they spend a lot of time here doing crafts and watching TV and playing computer games together. And then we have the little eating kitchen, and of course, the little bathroom. Yeah, that's the first one. I hope to have the second one up later this week, if not right away the day after this one goes up. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.